Hey guys, welcome back to another Minecraft video, and today we are doing our second episode of the recontinuation of this series, how to become a superhero in Minecraft. So we are still doing the Marvel version, and today we are doing Iron Man. So what you're first going to want to do is get into your Iron Man skin. So here, let's quickly change into that. Alright guys, so I have now got on my Iron Man skin. And I just got it without the, helmet off right now, but we can always put that on later on. So, let's hop into our city, and what we're doing right now is, instead of being in New York, we are still in San Diego City. So, let's travel there right now. Okay guys, so we are in our world, and as you can see, we are here already, and yeah, in my skin. It looks really cool. I think it looks awesome. This is the back of it. It's pretty cool. Yeah. But anyways, for this, obviously, you're going to want to be able to fly and stuff as Iron Man in survival mode and not have to use the creative. So I will show you that, how to fly in survival. And it's a much better way than I used in my Superman video. That wasn't that great of a flying thing, because I just used Elytra, I think. I'm not exactly sure what I used. But it definitely wasn't as good as this. Is the best way to fly in survival. It is super cool. But anyways, let's hop down into our little area here. And I got a few things set up around here. And also, I did rename the building. I named it to Stark Tower because, yeah, we're Tony Stark now. So let's quickly show off our commands and our little gadgets and stuff. Alright, so what you guys are going to first want for your Iron Man, you are going to want some commands to make your character, actually have some characteristics that the suit will have. So, what you're first going to want to do is turn off your fall damage. So do game roll, fall damage, and false. So let's quickly test this out, and we will hit the button. So let's go into survival, as you can see, in survival, and let's click this. And there you go. So now we should be able to just break out of this thing and just not die. So let's test it. And there you go. No death whatsoever. So now let's get back up there. Okay, so we are back upstairs and we're in creative again. So yeah, now that we've got that on, we don't even need this anymore because full damage will always be on. But now you're going to want a few extra things just to keep your Iron Man experience even better than just not being able to die from fall damage. So, you're going to want some slow falling, and this will all make sense later on. This is not how you're going to fly. There will be an actual way to fly, go up and down, but this is for better control when going down, so you don't just drop down an entire skyscraper. So, this is better control. You don't have to have it, but it really does help. So, what we're going to do is put this on repeat and always active, just because you'll see why we need it on always active later on, but we don't even need these buttons to anything, so let's just take these off. But here, let me show you the commands for this first. So you want to put effect at P for player, and then slow falling, and then whatever number for your time, but that number right there is infinite, and then put 5 and true. And true turns off the particles, so you don't have all those weird bubbles floating around you. And so there you go, got that turned on. Then you get absorption, so let's turn this on. And it's pretty much the same thing, but with slow falling, change it with absorption. And it's still on 5. Then you have regeneration, so let's turn this on. Same thing with regeneration on 5 and true. And then for night vision, same thing on 5 and true. And let's turn this on, so we should have 1, 2, 3, and 4 things turned on. And we do have 4 things turned on. So there you go. You got your 4 main things, but we do have some more stuff over here. So we also have fire protection. So let's turn this on. Let's also get rid of these buttons because we don't need these. And that's the same thing, but fire resistance and 5 for true. And then you have your speed. So speed on 5 and true and always active. Then you have your strength, and as you can see, I'm already running a bit faster, but then you've got your strength. Same thing, level 5 and true and always active. So there you go. You've got all of your effects on now, so now we don't even need those anymore. but we're still gonna keep them just for now. But also, if you do not have access to a Minecraft skin, like if you're on Xbox or whatever and there's no Iron Man skin, or you don't want to pay for one, I do have an alternate for it. So let's quickly craft our Iron Man suit. So what we can do is grab a few leather pieces, or you can use some gold armor to get that gold effect on there, but I'm gonna be using some different dyes. So for this, you pretty much have red for pretty much the entire thing. So what we're gonna first do is add some red here, some orange, yellow, and then we're gonna mix orange and yellow together. And so let's just get rid of all these dyes because we don't need those anymore. So let's do that. And so our chest plate, we can make that completely red. For our pants, we can keep these also. We could probably make these gold. I don't really like that color, so let's just do yellow. That did not mix well. Let's redo that. Okay, let's grab our yellow dye again. I guess we don't need to mix things like that anymore, but here, let's make that all yellow. And so that is all complete yellow. It's not the best looking, but I'm actually gonna probably change that out for gold. I think, nope, not that piece, but I actually think it would look better with gold. I was just trying to try something out for real quick, but gold definitely makes it look more gold. So then anyways, we can grab our boots, and this looks weird on me right now, so let's get rid of that. But then the boots, those are all red, so let's dunk those in some red. And then for the helmet, I don't have my helmet on, but it is also red. And you can change up stuff however you want, but then this is pretty much how your suit is going to look. I know, not the best, but that's what you're gonna get. You can change it up however you want. You can add your own modifications, but that's the best I think you can get. You could probably take some head and put it on, but I don't know. Whatever you want to do. But anyways, let's actually get rid of those boots. We don't need those. Alright, so now after you have your armor all put on here really nice, you're going to want to get some gadgets where you can actually fly and have a speed boost maybe. So our first item, if we can get through some of this lag, it's kind of lagging a bit, but our first item is the repulsor. So what you can do with this, as you can see, without even doing anything, I'm just going to sit here and hold this, and you just start to levitate. Now, I know you're going to be like, wait, well, how am I supposed to get down? You just let go. And it goes down very slowly. That's why we have the slow falling, so it's about the same speed. Otherwise, you're just going to drop down the skyscraper. And I mean, you can do this to slowly stay at a steady pace, or you can go like this to just keep on switching a bit to go straight. But yeah, that's really what you're gonna do. So now you can see that it's really hard to go from here to that skyscraper. It's really slow, and you're not really, you know, getting much progress done. So let's use our creative flying, and I will show you how to fix that. And it's not even something that needs to be fixed, it's an extra gadget I have. So our next gadget is the speed boost. So you can take this and, whoa, you gotta be careful when you have it in your inventory, because as you can see, it goes crazy. Yeah, it goes crazy. But first, I'm gonna actually use this bit, and you can shoot this, and it does act as a repulsor. It does shoot, and it's actually pretty cool. It's just a little flame thing, but it is pretty powerful. And I'll show you how to do all this later on, but there is one catch. You float when this happens. So the best thing to do if you want to just have a plain old repulsor is to get a crossbow and enchant it with few extra things. So let's do that real quick. I actually forgot to do that. But here, let's do that, and then I will show you the rest of the gadgets and more of the speed boost. Okay, so I am back and I got a few enchantments. So the best things to have is quick charge, obviously, gotta have quick charge, and then piercing. So those are pretty much the best things to add, because now you can be on the ground and, you know, shoot stuff. Works just as well. It's actually, I think, faster than using the bow and arrow because, look at this, you gotta charge it much longer. And this is just so much easier to use. So I definitely recommend using this because this is really cool. You can even put fireworks in your offhand and shoot fireworks. That would be really cool. So yeah, there's a few different things you can do with that. But anyways, let's show you the things I added to the bow. I have Unbreaking. You're gonna need Unbreaking. I didn't even add that to the crossbow, but make sure to add that. And then you'll need Flame, Power, Infinity, and Punch. But don't add those yet because let me show you the commands for this. And you gotta do this correctly. So on this, you put Enchant at P Power. And so don't put an enchantment on this of power. Don't put anything with power. Also, when you're adding the enchantment books, make sure not to hold an enchantment book in your hand. Otherwise, it messes up the commands and it enchants the enchantment book to have power and sharpness. Because with this enchants something to sharpness and that enchants it to power. So don't hold the books in your hand. Make sure to just keep them in a different slot. Otherwise, it's gonna mess everything up. But anyways, you're gonna want that. Put that on repeat and always active. Have a comparator. Have effect at P levitation. 5/5 true. Repeat and needs redstone. Then put a torch and make sure this is, the arrow is coming off of that torch. And then put effect at P clear. And that is also why we need these on always active. Because when this clears, it clears all of your effects. So it'll clear all of these too. So you gotta make sure those are on always active. But then after that, you've got a repulsor that works awesome. You even have a crossbow, which works awesome as well. It's like the non-flying version of the repulsor. And yeah, so now for our speed boost, let's get over to the commands right now. Okay, so for these commands, you're going to want to put a repeating command block or comparator and another repeating. And so let's go into here. So it says enchant at P sharpness, repeat, and always active. Have a comparator, execute at P, 3 tildes, TP, 3 carrots, and 0.8 repeat and needs redstone. So this, all you need to do is just use this and it just pulls you forwards, and you can only go in one direction. If you try to turn, it doesn't really work. Also, you do have to stay in the boundaries around where you place these command blocks, because if you go too far, it's not going to work. As you can see, I'm going, and then it just stops. So you have to make sure to be in the correct area, but if you want to expand the radius, you can place more of these commands around your world. Like, I would probably place one in this tower right there, and you can go probably all the way to over to about that tower and just keep doing it through your whole map, and you can go pretty far. So that's what I would do. But yeah, so you can go up, speed boost, you can even let go of this, go up, you can go different directions and stuff. You can even go down if you want to. And also, this does work as a weird glitch device because you can just go straight through blocks without even really suffocating. It'll take a few hearts, but you can easily just go through blocks like this. So it kind of shows that you're like breaking through the glass, I guess. That's just what I would think it as. But yeah, so that's really fun to mess around with. Also, you can't really get rid of that "you have been teleported" screen. I tried to turn that off, but it just doesn't work for me for some reason. But anyways, that is your few commands. So now let's show your next and final gadget. So this, of course, is your HUD. So let's actually set this up, and then I will show you the gadget. So you can have your clock, your compass, your map, and we're going to take some snowballs. And if you watch the Spider-Man video, you'll know what this is, but I perfected this a bit better. It is the flamethrower. So I perfected it so it works better than it did before. So yeah, don't worry about that. But anyways, this is your little HUD. It looks pretty cool. Here, let's actually get rid of one of those just because I feel like we need an extra slot. But here you go. Oh geez. Yeah, make sure it's not even in your thing when you're in the inventory either, otherwise yeah, it'll happen. But there you go, you can walk around like this, and you've got one slot for a hand, got your repulsor, you've got your flamethrower and snowballs, whatever, same thing. And then you have your repulsor, so your flight, and your speed boost, which we're not going to use. But then you also have your clock and compass. So this acts as your AI, like I said in Spider-Man video. Iron Man has Friday, or Jarvis, as his AI, and it tells you where you're going, what time it is, what direction, and yeah, it's got the little map, so it tells you where in the world you are, and yeah, it's got all those little different things. But just for the sake of this world, or not world, but just for the sake of the video, I'm taking that down just so you can have a bit extra room to actually see, and you don't have a map covering most of the screen. But anyways, let's switch into survival and use all this. Oh, wait, before we get into that, I forgot to show the commands for the flamethrower, and I didn't even try it out yet. So I'll try it out right here, and it shoots fire everywhere. It's really cool. Wherever you hit it, it shoots fire. So that is definitely something that is really, really cool. So let's show the commands. You'll need a repeating command block, comparator, and a normal impulse command block. So in this command block, do test 4 at E, type snowball, and repeat always active, comparator, and execute at E, type snowball, 3 tildes set block, 3 tildes and fire, and impulse and needs redstone. So there you go, that is really good. And yeah, so that's really all you need for this build. It's really, really simple, just takes a few commands. But anyways, let's switch into the survival and see how this all works. And I'm also going to test everything out, and we can, you know, fight an army like we did last time. But like in the Spider-Man video, I failed to save the city just because I didn't have one command. And that command has been added into this, and that is, okay, not speed, not strength. Which one was it? Hold on. Here it is, regeneration. We didn't have this, and we died because we kept losing hearts very fast. So I've had that now, and so now it's much easier to actually keep your hearts. You don't really need to have hunger. Well, actually, yeah, you do need to have some steak or something with you, Okay guys, so we have finished our mission and we saved the city successfully. One thing you're also going to want to do is turn off fire spreads, because I kind of blew up the road a bit, but besides that, this is so fun. Probably a bit more fun than the Spider-Man, and the reason for that is because it doesn't glitch out so much as the Spider-Man does, because it like shakes your screen a lot when you're swinging around, but it's still fun. But this version is so much more fun. I love using this, just flying around the skyscrapers. It's really fun. I mean, look how far you can go. I'm all the way over here. I don't know why it's working over here, because... Oh, okay, so the boundary's here, but for some reason the repulsor doesn't work over here. I'm not too sure about that. Not sure why that's working like that, but whatever, it's okay. You just have to scatter these around a bit more. But this is really fun. So let's hop back inside our building. And there you go. So as you can see, I do have... well, I was getting poisoned a while ago, but that's okay because our regeneration kept our health very, very high. And we didn't even really lose many hearts at all. And, yeah. So... I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed this video, so I know I'm going to be doing this some more. This is really fun. I'm going to be messing around on this world a lot more, because doing this is so fun. And I know you're not flying like sideways, so it doesn't look like you're actually, you know, in full flying motion. It still looks really, really cool. I mean, this is really cool. Just flying up like this, and then you got your boost. It actually looks like you're flying up like this. I mean, not so much when you're flying down, but I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, look at this. You can go really, really high. There is a limit to how high you can go. I'm not sure where that limit is, but here, let's see. There's only one way to find out. So we're almost... Alright, we can't even see the building anymore. You know, I thought it would have run out by now, but I think it's just in the few chunks. I think it doesn't actually have a height limit, so I guess you can fly pretty much infinitely. Oops, did not mean to do that. But yeah, now it actually does take a while to go back down. This is probably the fastest way. Actually, no. You have slow falling, so this is the fastest way to go down. Alright, well this is so fun, guys. I hope you try this out. If you did not, definitely go do it now, because this is so worth it. It's so cool. Look at this. I'm not even taking any hearts by flying through this wall right here. That's not meant to happen, but it does happen. So, yeah, and, oh, don't do that, because that does hurt you, but I mean, technically you can stay down here and regenerate hearts. It's completely fine. Those gold hearts I have do run out, but that's fine, because look at this. I'm regenerating them right now. So it's completely fine. You just have to use it right, and it works fine. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you can escape people just by flying out of the map. But anyways, that's enough rambling for me, and let's end the video here. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and